Ladies and gentlemen, now today I wanted to have a bit of a chat about the Lostvayne Meliodas Banner, because we got this man and Fraudren arriving to Global tomorrow, and I wanted to give my perspective as somebody that has done a lot of PvP on the Japanese version in the last 3 and a bit months, but also has a massive Global Whale account and also a free-to-play account as well, because I've been thinking like a lot about the Lostvayne Banner, and definitely, bro, on the Whale account we are going crazy tomorrow. We're instantly going to go in with 1,800 gems and just do some massive summons. Hopefully we can get him at least 4-6 there. But on the free-to-play account, I feel like if I summon on this banner, I'm just going to really screw over the account, and I want to explain some of the reasons why. So currently, on my free-to-play account, I imagine some players will be in a similar situation. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your gems or what banners to summon on. It's completely up to you. I just want to explain kind of my perspective, so that maybe some of you can, like, just have something to keep in mind if you are going to summon on the Meliodas banner tomorrow. So currently, I've got about 360 gems, and at best, I think I could grind up to about 600, 700 in the next 2 weeks, if I got really sweaty on the free-to-play account, and that is potentially an option. However, providing the Lostvayne Meliodas banner debuts the same as JP, you need 900 gems to guarantee anything of value. And also the secondary point to keep in mind is that Lostvayne Meliodas has half the chance of a normal featured character at 0.25%. So again, I don't know if this is going to be the same drop rate. I really hope that it's boosted up to 0.5%, man, because this is such an incredibly low drop rate. Like, it's so crazy. We've had so many summons videos in the last 2 months where even on a 0.5%, so double the chance of this, we have still not got the character in about 700 to 900 gems. So the shaft can be very real. And again, there are going to be people that get super lucky, man. Your first multi, like even a single, man, they're going to pop out Lostvayne Meliodas, but the chance for that is really low. So it's just something to keep in mind that unless you have the full 900 gems, you are not guaranteed to get Lostvayne Meliodas. There is 0 guarantee of value from summoning on this banner. Also, mad love to Shattered Enigma and also Darkskin. I just found their videos for the info on the Lostvayne banner. So yeah, mad love to both of those. But the second point I want to raise is that without Goddess Liz, Lostvayne Meliodas is a character that can be dealt with in like quite a few different ways. It's only Goddess Liz that kind of makes this guy like super crazy unstoppable when it comes to dealing with him before characters like Green Easton and also Festival King and Hendrickson as well. So Lostvayne Meliodas, he's got Escanor's damage card, he's got an AoE charge card. Anytime you crit this man, it ranks up all his skills as well, so it's really hard. And also his ultimate just wipes pretty much everybody. There's crazy damage on it, but this guy, he can still be nuked down by a variety of very powerful ultimate attacks, like golden cards as well, like Derry gold cards, also Escanor mono red gold cards, just going to absolutely smoke this dude as well. And also you can control this guy, you can freeze him, you can petrify him. There are lots of different ways that you can approach a Lostvayne Meliodas matchup before the introduction of Goddess Liz to deal with this character. However, it's after the release of Goddess Liz that it becomes a lot more difficult, because Goddess Liz, her passive and unique, allows a character to cheat death and also rewind that damage. So previously, if you use like a gold card to smoke down Lostvayne Meliodas really quickly, would just instantly rewind, the same with the ult as well. So yeah, her passive is so damn ridiculous, and on top of that, she has the most powerful shield card in the game, because this negates any additional bonus damage effects and multipliers. So for example, like a Pierce card would just tear through like a Merlin's shield. However, it like removes all the additional Pierce damage. So yeah, Pierce cards hit very softly on the shield, man, and it's just such a massive pain to get through outside of like damage over time effects. But it also makes it really difficult to like drain and stun and petrify a Lostvayne Meliodas as well. And on top of that, yeah, she's got stun as well, so you can stun a key unit at a certain point and then fire off the ultimate, which is just so ridiculous because it pretty much gets everybody topped up, but then applies a a damage reflect for 2 turns that also heals the majority of damage reflected. So yeah, Goddess Liz is just, she's so stupid, man. Like a ridiculous, ridiculous character. So when she enters the meta, if you have Lostvayne and not her, you are going to be at a massive, massive disadvantage. The combo of these two is absolutely ridiculous, man. Like, she is so, so crazy. But on top of that as well, like, both of them are really good for a lot of PvE content. Although, with the variety of characters, I do value her slightly higher for overall, like, PvE content, just due to the fact that she can, you know, cheat death and pretty much instantly sustain, and it's just really, really good for the damage reflect on certain fights that just like mashing out AoE damage as well. Very good for the Tower of Challenge, man. Her and Esterosa did so much work for me in Season 2, so she is a really, really powerful unit, not to mention one of the best and easiest options for the current Season 3 Knighthood boss on the Japanese version as well. So both of the characters, they are must-have characters, man. Like, they are so crazy good, and if you don't have them in certain scenarios, you are going to be disadvantaged, you are going to be behind as well. And one thing to consider as well with the Pacer Global is it's probably only going to be like 1 or 2 months before the release of the Goddess Liz banner, and again, assuming this is the same banner, then it's going to have Goddess Liz and Lostvayne Meliodas both at that 0.25% rate. So think about, like, every time you summon on the Lostvayne banner, if you are going to go for it, every time you got that Fraudrin, who again is not a bad character, but the Fraudrin could be a Goddess Liz if you were to wait. And also on this banner as well, you've got like a random guaranteed SSR at 300, 600, and a choice of like either 2 of the characters at 900 as well. So there's a lot more flexibility in this banner. Just as an example, like if you were to summon on this banner, maybe you get some pretty good luck with Goddess Liz, you get like 3-4 copies, but you get no copies of Lostvayne. What the box at 900 does is guarantee that you get that copy of Lostvayne. Whereas on my free-to-play account, if I just went like kamikaze right now and did about, you know, 600 gems on the Lostvayne banner, let's say like I get really, really unlucky, I don't get Lostvayne, maybe I get like a red Esterosa, and just terrible, terrible pulls. I have nothing that guarantees value, and then I have like 400 gems on this banner, and I still don't get like either copy of the character. So just like completely wastes it. Whereas if I save up for this banner, I can at least guarantee that I'm going to get one of the 2, but I think there's a really strong likelihood that you're also going to get the other one as well. But with that additional multiple choice box, you can guarantee that you get the second one. So it's really, really good. I think what some players again might do with the Lostvayne banner, and this is just something I want to put out there, is you could, for example, summon on the Lostvayne banner, do a full 900 gem rotation, maybe get like 2-3 copies of Lostvayne, but then on this one, if you're like a free-to-play player or a budget, you might not have all of the gems required to go to this choice box. So what you might end up doing is, let's say you go to like 300 and a bit gems, then you pull like no additional copies of Lostvayne or Goddess Liz, and then you have no way to get Goddess Liz. So just something to like throw out there as well. Again, everything kind of does come down to a little bit of RNG and luck, because even if you do save up for this 900 gem banner, you do need to get hopefully lucky and get one of those in 900 gems, but there's a really, really good chance that you are going to pull one of them in 900 gems. Like, that is a pretty decent chance overall, but it's just something to like think about comparatively speaking, because like Lostvayne Meliodas and Goddess Liz, I can tell you, is a much, much better banner than Lostvayne Meliodas and Fraudrin. There's some like other decent stuff on the banner as well, but I think overall this banner was much better, but it did have like community choice poll characters. So it had like Red King, I think it had Derriere as well. There's all sorts of ridiculous stuff in this one, but on the provision that this one does come out in the next couple of months, which, assuming that the Speed of Global's been going out, man, which has been absolutely relentless, I think there is an almost guaranteed chance that we are going to see this within 2 months of the Lostvayne Meliodas banner. And until then, again, you can either run a Lostvayne counter team, and without Goddess Liz, there are going to be teams that counter Lostvayne Meliodas. I think a good portion of them, stuff like Mono Red, Derriere Alt Rush as well, are already being used in PvP. and do have plenty of damage to just quickly nuke down a Lostvayne Meliodas within the first 2 turns. But yeah, once Goddess Liz arrives, if you do not have like both characters, you are gonna be massively cucked until Green Easton arrives. And Easton, like, even then, has some flaws in terms of her CC in comparison to like Liz and Lostvayne, where they just have so much combat class that in Gid scenarios, if like both teams are using CC food, like Lostvayne and Liz can still get to go first, because Easton's CC really isn't the best in comparison. But yeah, I just want to share, you know, my own personal free-to-play plan when it does come to dealing with these banners, man, because they're very expensive banners, they're very big banners, and the drop rates absolutely suck. So I think for a lot of players as well, just something to keep in mind, it might be better to whole-ass one banner in comparison to trying to half-ass 2. So just something to think about, man, something to sleep on. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you did enjoy today's breakdown video of the Meliodas and also Goddess Liz banners, and also why Meliodas is not going to be an unstoppable force of nature, at least until Goddess Liz arrives. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.